Hello. So this game is Sonic Chronicles. I've been playing this for quite some time. I did start this from a blind playthrough before. But yeah, this is a game my first RPG game I played, and I particularly enjoyed it. So this is the NG Plus category. Oh, sorry about. Yep, I'll put the game volume in half. Apologies for that, people. Is this better? Okay, good. Oh yeah, thank you, Booster Shane, for the good luck. So this game is Sonic Chronicles. I played this for quite a while. Started from a blind playthrough and got so interested in it that I started to speedrunning it, and particularly enjoyed both the casual and the speedrunning aspect to it. This category I'll be doing today will be the NG Plus category, and that involves basically pretty much getting through the game as fast as possible with all the upgrades that I've got from before. If you have any questions, I will be looking at chat to see if you have any questions, so if you have any, feel free to ask away. It's totally free. So one thing I found particularly unique about this type of game is its attack system and the way that you enter into fights and of course avoiding encounters. Those of you who've played Sonic Chronicles before will know that there are plenty of counters to avoid. For those of you who haven't played with this before, I'd highly recommend playing it. So yeah. So compare this to the any percent category. The any percent has a lot more RNG involved rather than the NG Plus. Oh yeah, Chill Dragoon. It would be fun. It would have been fun to have a sequel on this. Alright, so without further ado, I think we can get started. So the time will start when I click the middle game file. As you can see, I've got 3 different save files on there. The middle one is the one we're going to use, where we have all of the Chow and all the upgrades unlocked. Whereas the top one was a test run, and the bottom one is something called the Geese route, which is for any percent. So I'm gonna count down from 3. From 3, 2, 1, and let's start. Okay, and we're off. So first, we start straight away, and we move straight into the action. First, we need to take this winch to get across the water, because apparently this game doesn't allow Sonic to run across the water, as he did in the game, as he did in the intro. Yeah, well said, Booster. And just like that, this fight is over. That's the first right one, and Sonic is level 28 now. And yes, we'd like to continue without using the power, purchasing the power move. So this game also has power moves as well as regular attacks. In 90%, we would have to unlock them first. Get to level 2 first before you can get a first one, but because we already have all the upgrades we did from previous playthroughs, we now can use them straight away. So for here, we have to select this dialogue. To allow us to move on. So over here, we can just take things for the fun of it. Since for any other character, it just like resets all of the power moves. Right now, I'm gonna take these two. Oh yeah, thank you, Paul Satine, for the good luck. And yeah, we got plenty of time. Not rushing or anything. So right now we enter our first fleeing section. So with this, I'm gonna have to jump over these. Hitting them slows us down, so we want to avoid them at all costs. Alright, and now get both characters to attack. So right, with all our upgrades, our characters are super strong, as if we have cheat codes attached. So now we're going to our first boss, which is also going to be super easy for us. Normally we would fight that armadillo 90%. And the reason we'd fight that armadillo in 90% is so Sonic could get to level 2 and then he can, in normal circumstances, purchase Fast Ball. So ideally we want to get ambush, so he can finish this guy straight away. So that way, fight's over before we even started. Oh yeah, thank you, Andrew Luck. Oh yeah, Raptor, I don't know what you mean by hiccups. Could you explain further? So right now, we go into Central City. Before we can move any further, we have to go inside here and talk to Tails. And now we're going to try and get a skip that I haven't incorporated in my route just yet. And it's going to come about here. Because at this point, Sonic just runs into and triggers the encounter. But if I hold to the side, correctly hopefully, I can just go run around. And enter the workshop again, and then go out, and then the swap but's no longer there, so you don't have to fight it. With Amy, you don't really have to pick a good response. I've just gotten into a bit, given the category I'm working on, which is 100%, and unfortunately, because there is a secret conversation that Sonic and Amy have if you put all good responses. But over here, we don't really have to care about that. So over here, we need to talk to this guy to trigger our first puzzle. So with this, we need to place that pipe where the missing section is. So first off, I get Sonic to run all the way around, all the way building to this pipe. I get Tails to run into this switch, Amy to run to the upper switch, which turns on the machine. Rouge then comes along here and activates that machine. And let the crane do its thing. But not so fast, we still have to get Sonic to hook it on. And then Rouge to reactivate it, grab it and move it all the way around over to the missing section. Oh, the screen froze. That's a bit weird. Do let me know if anything like that happens here. So Rouge, we're pretty much getting anything for the fun of it. Don't need anything else. Let's go. Yep, well said that, Windbliss. We'll be seeing a lot of that. Glad to hear everything's going awesome so far. So on the fly course, I'll fly over here. And we want to try to avoid this encounter with the bees. So for some reason, the bees do not want to just let us go. And for some reason, they disappeared, which I've not seen before. Not so lucky this time. so we don't want to trigger any unwanted encounters. So over here we go to 4 hideouts to fight some SWAT bots. Alright, that was completely my mistake. I jumped too soon. But thankfully, our characters are so strong that you won't even need to notice the time loss. Because pretty much every fight is going to be an insta-win, which is absolutely ridiculous. So over here, I gave all my characters a geese. What's a geese? Well, geese is the water child that allows us to do 75% more damage to enemies. Robotic enemies, that is. If it was all enemies, this game would be a lot more broken than it already is. So if you notice in this boss fight that I'm about to get, well, not boss fight, this fight I'm about to get to, which with 2 SWAT bots, which just drop through the ceiling just waiting for us, then you'll see the numbers I was getting increase drastically more. So right now, Sonic's doing almost 200 damage just by a basic attack. Now we head out again. So now we come all the way back down and go to our second encounter. There's 4 of them we have to do, 2 of them in Central City and 2 of them in Green Hill. I struggled to find this when I first played this game. Oh, and that's what part over there. That is what we avoided earlier. That's what happens when you don't fight it the first time, which you skip. However, you can only do this in NG+. So that's another easy one for us. Hooray. And congratulations, we found another communicator, but still no Knuckles. So the story of this game is that the Marauders happen to get all the emeralds. And they end up kidnapping Knuckles. And this chapter is all about searching for him. So in any percent, I would go back in there to get a full heal. And that's because we're likely to take damage and we'd actually need power moves to deal with these guys. But fortunately, until later on, we're not going to need them. So right there, each character has different field abilities. Rouge has the ability to fly across gaps, as well as Tails does. Nice, over 200 for Sonic this time. This is looking good. So right now, Sonic and Rouge looks like Sonic and Rouge are doing all the work. And with this encounter, you see the robot that was waiting for us outside, that we tried to avoid. That robot just waits right in front of us as soon as we exit the cave. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about that encounter, because the encounter trigger happens so quickly that the map doesn't even get a chance to load. And this is even in NG+. So as overpowered as we are, we don't get to avoid that encounter. But at least unlike any percent, and even potentially 100%, we can make short work of it, as we've done with everything else so far. So one thing I like about this category is that how least RNG dependent this category is. So normally I would cross that pit to talk to Cream, but getting Cream would take a lot more time than we want. She is useful. She is even used in 90%. Because her abilities are very overpowered, such as the refresh ability, because she pretty much has refresh. Ah, not quite the damage we wanted. Tell us how to do something here. Oh really? Grandmeister mentioned yesterday he works on a few DS games. I definitely recommend playing this. So now we're gonna head back to Central City because all 4 of these fights are done. And now we can find Knuckles who was kidnapped. Oh yeah, Booster, yeah, I particularly like the music in this game. Some of them have even made my top list. Such as some of the boss music and fight music. Not so much the overworld zone music, but yeah, particularly prefer some of the boss and fight music. So over here, Tails tries to create a trap for these marauders using parts from the extra tornado, but with their insanely advanced technology, they might parts to use for it. So that's why we can't fly very far with it yet. So now we're going to get a new character. And look at the cat. The cat comes to the rescue. And he's going to help us deal with the poison gas. So I'd say this is, in all games, this is where Big gets the most action. Because he has a couple of fight moves which are very useful. So right now, the first one I'll use as Big is Froggy Rain and Battering Ram. So I'm probably going to get the others for the fun of it. So let's see, only Big could use that for now. There's another character that could also use it, but they won't be in this run. Because like Cream, it'll take too long to unlock them in this category. So I get Sonic to go all the way to the vent. Yep, Shiva, Froggy indeed. In the next chapter, we're going to be seeing quite a few Froggies. In the next fight. So now we go Sonic all the way to this. Again, moves to activate this switch with Sonic to run all the way back. Put the gear piece back in to get off the switch, quickly swap back to Sonic. Because the thing is with the puzzles, it pushes you to the location where the last character was. And now we straight fly up to the next part. And now we can go in to find Knuckles. I like how this cabin music is like secret agent hideout music. It's like just shows you that you're in a secret hideout. And look out, someone's nicked out Angel Island. So what's happened now is that after we rescued Knuckles, Knuckles noticed that Angel Island was missing. And someone's nicked it. So I'm going to take only the first fully. Let's go. Okay, look out, here we come. So now we're going to go all the way to the shopkeeper's store and check out for an Eggman device. So this part we need to collect 5 Eggman devices for us to move on. Yeah, not many good things were heard about Ken Penders. Since he's pretty much behind, the reason behind we didn't get a sequel for this, unfortunately. Now that we have Knuckles, we can climb. It's very important we select the third option, which is to tell the robot that it's completed its duties, so that way we don't have to fight it. So now go all the way back to where we were before, which was Mystic Ruin, because there's 2 more devices we need to get from there. Yeah, thank you, Brother Carl, for the good luck. So here's the moment you've been waiting for, the Froggy Rain. So we want to make this one come closer to us, so we can run all the way around it. Let's go. So ideally, we want just to knock them out straight away. Raining frogs, people. Just like that, they're all down. These lot never had a chance against Big. So this is what I mean. Big's moves are pretty badass here. And that's just one of his moves. No, I'd dare say call it his main attack move. Because it's very powerful. Because it's very powerful. It's a very powerful all-round move where it attacks the whole team. I think it's the most powerful one with one person. Because there are a few later on that requires 2 people, but Big only needs himself to get that. So now we fly back to Green Hill, and we need to talk to the shopkeeper so we can get the stapler back to the shopkeeper. And we need to get the stapler back so we can get the Eggman device from the shopkeeper. Well, that sucks. It's very fortunate we can make short work of these enemies. Alright, I'm gonna go into the cavern and fight some scorpions. Let's go. So now I'm going to use another Froggy Rain this big. I Quake Punch as Knuckles twice. So Quake Punch is intended to do damage, but it can stun. We didn't get to see Big's Froggy Rain this time because we just did that much damage. Okay, heading back. So now we've got 4 of the Eggman devices. The last one we get when we return the stapler, and they're ready to deactivate the force field that Eggman's hiding behind. So to get to where Eggman is hiding, because this chapter is called Egg Hunt, you need to find 5 Eggman devices, so Tails can build a pattern generator which deactivates his force field. And And Stapler is one of those things we need to do. So ideally we don't want to bring the boy back to his father. We can get him to go back himself, so we can save a bit of time there. Okay, now we talk to the shopkeeper again. Turn the stapler. Okay, that's all of the devices. I have gotten runs where I thought I had all the devices, but then I got to the force field and then I was stuck. Fingers crossed that's not happened. I'm pretty sure we got all of them. Okay, now we're going to go all the way around, take a shortcut with Knuckles because we can climb now. We run all the way up this hill, where we have some smash blocks and a wall to climb. Okay, good. We got all the devices. Okay, let's fight. As usual, not much of a fight against these guys. Guys are a total pushover. Right, bring it, Eggman. Okay, 3 swap bots to fight. Let's go. So these are swap bot Mark 2s. And these have a lot more health than the swap bots we fought against before. Good. I probably should have used Knuckles to uppercut that one. Because uppercut's way more powerful than Weight Punch. But I thought a number of them would still be standing. Because it is random who they go for. Okay, Chapter 4, A Wolf in the Shadows. Definitely pun intended. Because we get you know who in the next chapter. So, to start this chapter, the X-Tornado is still in Green Hill where we left it, but you can't get it to come to us by talking to Tails. Okay, now off to fight Shadow. Let's go. So there's Shadow waiting for us. And we're all the way over here. I'd say Keanu Reeves is also in the next chapter, because apparently he may be playing Shadow. Because yeah, we have Eggman here too. We get Eggman in this chapter too. I've watched the movie. I haven't really watched I haven't watched the second one. Alright, to be fair, we didn't really need the uppercut. But yeah, that's how power moves look. You have a certain sequence to fill. You need to get the full damage, you need to execute it perfectly. If not, then you just do less damage. Or miss entirely. Which happens common in the final chapters. So that's another easy victory for us. And Shadow joins the team because he wants to go to Metropolis to find Omega. So now I take Big and Knuckles. Shadow I max him out as normal, and I take the first 3 moves, because why not? Well, not first 3 moves. I take Atomic Strike. Actually, you know what? First 4 moves. It's been a while since I played it. So yeah, I don't think you really need any Shadow in NG+. But in any percent, I take Atomic Strike and Chaos Rift. Because those are 2 very handy moves. Because Atomic Strike is a move between Shadow and Sonic. And they can literally, like, take up the whole party with their attack. Right, I'm going to save this here real quick. Okay, let's go. This game is it is possible for the game to crash, so to avoid that scenario, we just save here. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I particularly like how Shadow's walk kick goes. Alright, looking good. Alright, so Shade's blocked the road, who's pretty much leading the Marauders at this point. So we have to find another way in, and that's where Eggman gives us a hand. Because this whole time he's had a hideout under all this snow, and that's what we're going to use to get into Metropolis. So we talk to this guy to activate the puzzle. I need to do memory puzzle 3 times in order for us to get through that door. I appreciate that this is people's least favourite part. Since it required a memory puzzle, which is not something you would expect in a Sonic game. So it's this one, the 3rd switch, the 6th switch like we had before, as being slowest I use Knuckles to move, and 4th one. Okay, so once again, the 3rd switch is activated. Look up again. The 6th one is also activated. I have to use Big this time because we need all 4 characters. Big to go to the first one. And Sonic. It can't be 2 or 5, so it has to be 4. Right, nice, we've cracked the code. Okay, Chapter 5. So this is the last time we can go to the previous parts. So at this point, it's a point of no return. Once you enter the cave, there's no turning back. There's no way to go back, as you could with chapters 1 to 4. So right here, I select Shadow and Amy on this team, and Big and Rouge on the other team. And I max out Eggman. Okay, let's go. One way round and enter. So now we take a first look at Eggman's destroyed city from the last battle. Because at the beginning of the game, Eggman was presumed to be dead after this battle, since the whole place literally exploded, with him still there. Okay, another weapon part. An egg manatee. Well, there was an egg statue here. So now we're gonna quickly make our way to the airbase, which is where we're gonna stow away on one of the airships. Okay, now swap back to Rouge again, and this time I run all the way out. Okay, so now we need to collect the second weapon part, which is up here somewhere. Okay, that was careless. So these robots aren't even after us. Nice. So that box is where the second weapon part is, and that's the weapon we're going to use to defeat the Marauders with. Because right now, we need to rescue the Master Emerald and stop the Marauders. And right now we need to get to Eggman's second lab, which is right down here. That was way too close for comfort. So it's nice and easy. We run all the way to the top of the bridge, and we fight the captain to keep the ship. Right. Once again, another easy fight for us to win. So this category is relatively tensionless, because RNG is not really a factor here, apart from, of course, how much damage you actually the exact number of damage you do. And even with all the upgrades, the team just sit there and watch the weapon get destroyed. And now we need Tails and Teve's help. So what we need to do now is to go to the anti-aircraft cannon, activate it to shoot the other aircrafts out of the sky. But unfortunately, we have to go all the way, this long way, to get to it, because there's no way of getting up there besides using this tunnel. So right now we need to talk to this man, who's gonna give us a puzzle to do, and what we're going to do in this puzzle is to fix the escalators that leads to the top. Getting to the top allows us to fly to the anti-aircraft cannon, which is marked by the star on the upper screen. So Eggman, I get on this switch, and if you get it wrong, like I just did now, you have to start over and get Tails to activate the machine again. Okay, so red, blue, and a yellow. So Rouge, I get on the red switch because only she can fly, and I get Big to go on the yellow switch. Red, blue, blue, blue. One red, 3 blues, and a red. So this is a bit frustrating, because if you get one wrong, blue, blue. 2 blues, 2 reds, 2 yellows. Nice and... okay, at least the pattern's nice and easy. Then reds, and then yellow. Ideally you want the pattern to end on the red one, So that way, you can walk straight up the escalator. So the Mordor is right there waiting for us. It's fast to just walk back down and then activate the fly. So this is fly 3, and since in this party only Tails has it, I take advantage of it to fly all the way across the aircraft cannon, which is right here. Okay, let's fight. Okay, let's do this. Never thought Tails would get the knockout blow here. I'm gonna use Battering Ram again. Just like that. Fight over. Right, so now the egg. So that robot we thought was the Guardian bot who guards this cannon, which Eggman sets up but forgot to, but never actually got a chance to use it. So we had to fight it. Now that we've activated it, Sonic and the others get to Engine Island safely. And that's where we see the main villain of the game. Appreciate that shortcut with Knuckles. And then run all the way around, hit the spring, spin dash up. And this is where we realise we're heavily outnumbered, and over here we have to fight basically the Mordors twice with no chance of recovery. So this is what first instance of the Sonic Strike that I was talking about earlier. Gonna miss this input on purpose. So if you miss an input on purpose, you don't get the perfect message at the end. And the fortunate thing with that is that if it's the last move, the perfect message doesn't linger at the end for 2.8 seconds. So if it's powerful enough imperfect, yeah, I did really want to go for that. Unless, well, of course, if you can't do any damage at all, then you have no choice but to get it perfect. Winning one of the others with massive fists with spikes. Not a bad idea. We don't address here. So now we're going to Atomic Strike again and make short work of these guys again. I'm going to get perfect, so I don't quite recall how much damage we get off these guys. So as you notice, it takes longer to disappear. So now Tails comes to the Angel Island to our rescue. And now we get our whole team back and our power points back. Get Shadow to attack. Gonna use Revolver Slam to do a lot of damage to Rix. So even now, we didn't really need many power moves to deal with this. This is the end of Chapter 5. But that's about to end in Chapter 7. Because for the first time we'd be facing heavily armoured enemies which only armour-piercing power moves can do any real damage. So even then we'll have no choice but to use them. Okay, Chapter 6. We're over halfway done here. So fortunately in this chapter we only have one boss to fight. And that's the only fight in this chapter. So right now, X is taking the Master Emerald, and we have to get it back, as per usual. Otherwise, X, with the kind of power he has, uses it to take over and enslave the world, and as Sonic and his team says, we can't let that happen. So right now I take Knuckles and Amy, Shade, I've got all these moves. You know what, let's get all of these. Because why not? Okay, good. Yeah, definitely shouts to Booster and Grim for making this layout possible. So over here, Angel Island 4 caused the power to be knocked out of the grid. So now we need to activate these 3 generators in order to get the power back online. So Tails can build a ship that will allow us to go after X. So I need to go around. So dodging at 90% isn't easy. There's a setup for that to do consistently, but it's by no means easy. Fortunately in this chapter no one's after us. So this is the Hazard Vault, where we fight a surprise boss. And that happens to be Eggman's Eggbot. Okay, let's go fight. This boss is very easy. Like, we didn't even need many power moves for this one. So I go all the way down, and in here to talk to Tails. So now, we've entered him and his plan was to bring his homeland into the world, and of course enslave his world along with it. We visit all these different alien worlds as topics. But right now we've crash landed on this planet, and we're in search of a Chaos Emerald to be able to repower the ship. But what's this? Looks like someone's looking for a fight. So this guy is heavily armored. So in any percent or any other category as such, for that we use a Kidney Rush, which is armored, which is a massive armor piercing move. Right, I'm gonna save it right here in case anything happens, because I have had it crash in NG Plus before, so best to take precautions. Yeah, the sounds are pretty funny here. It's like, it sounds pretty uncharacteristic, Bobby. So I get Sonic and Amy to defend, and Shade to use 2 Echidna Rushes. And again. So Echidna Rushes pretty much always have to be done perfectly, otherwise you just won't do anywhere near much. So right now, let's make things a little more fun. So right now, I've got Sonic equipped with Geese, but we have the autocomplete Chow that I'm going to give. Actually, I should really give this to Shade, really. Because Shade's the one that has to do Echidna Rushes. Sonic, however, takes Stigling. Because pretty much all the enemies here are weak to Earth. Okay, so right here, we just spoke to the Chron, and they've just told us that they've been enslaved by the X. What would you expect from a villain? We expect nothing less. So the issue they're having now is that their factory's been blocked off by X and his forces, and we have to get inside the factory another way in order to disable the force field that's blocking them. So as with all villains, they have some kind of force field which blocks off part of their secrets. And there's a secret switch that deactivates it all. So now we're going to run all the way around here, all the way to the top, solve a puzzle. So you got 1, 2 switches, 3 switches. So the only rule in this puzzle is that they can't all be in the same order. And they're in random order, so it's completely up to chance whether this works or not. Let's fingers crossed. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it again. So now switch to another character. Okay, that didn't work either. Let's try it again. Third time lucky. Okay, now I just need to swap the last 2. It's too bad there isn't like an efficient way to do this. without some kind of lock involved. I'm not sure, Crimshins, whether you got the credit for this, because I didn't actually see the credits for this. So it is tough to dodge this encounter. So right now we're going to flee this encounter, which I haven't had to do for a while, since most of our battles were waterways. I didn't know Richard Jack was behind the composing of this music. You may have to look this up. Oh nice, he's in there. Glad to see he actually got the credit that he was due. Hello, Ribstar. Welcome. Okay, so now that we've deactivated the force field, we can now get the Chaos Emerald that's in this room and fix the ship and finish off this chapter. And now we're gonna get out of here. Okay, out we go. Back to where we came, and this time we don't go through that door. Go down here, wait for that guy to move, and we go. Nice, we're in. So next planet we go to the Nergal planet, which is some kind of alien slime planet. And unfortunately we have to traverse through this slime field, as well as the electrical ones, which is why we need Big. So Big's invulnerability comes to our aid again to help us get through these electric fields. There's no character that can go through electric fields, but in this game, only Big can go through the ones requiring invulnerability 3. So right here we tell Sonic and the others to leave these guys alone for now, so we don't have to fight them. So now that we've landed here to search for the emerald, we've now been captured, and now have to go to the rivaling planet and take their emerald, because that's their mass weapon of destruction, as they call it. Okay, so now we're approaching the Zoa planet. And these guys are a lot stronger. So while we can avoid fighting the Nergal for the Zoa planet, they look like robotic-like beings with huge amounts of technology, technological weapons on them. Not as heavily armored as Zakon, but have a lot more health and can do quite a lot of damage. So to solve this problem, I use Fastball and a Kid Rush to deal with both of them. Oh yeah, and also Complete Shell, we don't have to do anything here. So when you have Fails, which is the autocomplete shell, you can literally win by doing nothing. To access something faster than NG+, I talked to this guy. And this allows us to go to a secret fight. And this fight is with a being called Gentleman, which is ironic because his fighting style isn't so gentle. Because his basic attack can, like, weaken you, and his power move attack can even stun the character. If the character is stunned, then they lose all their turns for that current round and the next one. Fortunately, in NG+, it's not a problem, but in a fresh file category, it can be very problematic. So you want to make sure we don't talk to that guy 90%, just for starters. Let's go. Once again, use one power move to defeat it instantly. You want to quickly drop back, and then I want to use a refresher wave. That gets everyone back to full power, and we can fight again. Let's go. So like I did with the first one, I'll be using one fastball and one Echidna Rush. One Echidna Rush and defend. So fastball with Echidna Rush. Do three impacts, just as Echidna Rush does. But wait, there's a round 3. So only in NG Plus will it allow you to, like, run back away. So this would be, like, really tense without Cream. Because Cream has massive refresh abilities, and to save time, we left her back on Earth, where she'd be safe. So right now, I need Sonic to be to have like about half power, because he is going to have to fight the General himself one-on-one. And he needs power to do that. So watch the auto completion right here, like that, and again. This definitely feels like a lazy way to win a fight. Just let autocomplete do it for us. If we could do everything that way, I bet people would be unbelievably lazy. So right now, just use double axe kick and defend, because we still need a power move to do any significant damage. Boom. And we win. Congratulations, you have defeated the General. Now claim your prize. Nice, we've won the second Chaos Emerald by Sonic single-handedly defeating the General. So over here, I choose the same characters as before, just to make sure, so you don't have any unneeded upgrade screens. Okay, now we can head back to the Nurgle planet. So right now, everywhere else is locked because the Nurgle have reprogrammed the ship to only fly to the Nurgle planet. Fortunately, we don't need big, because the Queen comes to us. And you're probably wondering, why are there electrical fields everywhere on what's supposed to be a friendly planet? Well, with these Nurgle aliens, that energy field is basically their food. Which makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, I can't imagine any country having, like, that kind of, like, live electricity out there. Highly unsafe. But with Nurgle, they've got a power to absorb energy, which would be... Which turns out to be useful in the final chapter. So once again, I'll take the same party again. And we go. Okay, so this is the Voxite planet. So we're going to do another save here, just for precaution purposes. So this Voxite planet has been enslaved by the Overmind. We not only need to collect the emeralds, but you also got to free the Voxite. Lore-wise, the Voxite are extremely dangerous because we couldn't even, like, get here at all without the Chaos Emeralds we've already collected. Because the Overmind is so powerful that it could literally have mind control from another planet, which is insane. So now run all the way here and get Sonic to activate the Speed 3 section. That's something that only Sonic can do. Because Shadow only gets level 2 speed. So this is what we were talking about. They have control. They can control like from another planet. So that's where the Overmind is. Fast ball, defend, then chase to Kidney Rush, and the Kidney Rush again. Because there is a way to do this without having to menu at all. Once again, autocomplete does the work for us. And here we go, 1 and 2. Nice. Okay, so now we go to the Voxite teleporter, but now we're confronted by 3 Voxite, which are stronger than the others because they're pretty much mini bosses. So I get Sonic to do 2 fast balls. I get Knuckles to use a Refresher Wave. Nice. Okay, Supersonic. Great. Okay, so Thebes, the Voxite helping us, steals the code from Thexel's mind, so now we can use the teleporter. Because the teleporter is cyclically locked, so only specific people can use it. If if we try to use it without it, then it just knocks us away. So this planet is the only planet that we can't land on. So we have to use the Foxeye teleporter to get us to it. Because the Overmind is being blocked by a force field, once again with the force field stuff, we have to go all the way around, deactivate the force field manually, and then go fight the Overmind. So fortunately we have another helper that managed to stow away here. Okay, so if a single beeps, we tap it. If it double beeps, we leave it. We leave this too. We tap the other one, we leave this one. We leave this one too. And Knuckles, we hit it, and we deactivate the force field. And that's the last puzzle of the run. Now we're going to go up to fight the Overmind. Right, the Overmind is here. I'm ready to fight. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Try winning. What is OC? I've not played Mass Effect 3, but it's a coincidence that they're exactly the same colour. I think a flag has the same three colours. So I'm going to run all the way back. Okay, final chapter. So now we've got to go to the Cron planet as the meeting place. So once again, I take the same characters. I'm not going to delay it for so long. Normally I destroy both of those blocks. This is the first time we're doing it with only one of the blocks destroyed. Okay, let's go. So now we're going to talk to the others. This is our master plans to get into Nocturne. Because Nocturne has a massive repulsor field and literally nothing can get us in until we all work together. So over here, we fly all the way in. And you barely make it in. Okay, Nocturne. Final zone, guys. So this is a point of no once again a point of no return. Simply because of a repulsed field close behind us. Okay, so I pick Big and Amy on Sonic's team, while Rouge and Shadow on the other team. So that's Cherub. It's funny how Skiller and Cherub, which are the coloured Gizoids, the red and blue coloured Gizoids, look exactly like Sonic and Knuckles fighting their double. Okay, nice. So this is a Sonic Spark completed. Now we change to Knuckles. Shadow's the fastest mover. Shadow. So we gotta disable this cannon. We're gonna go top and in. But just right now, we shot through the repulsor field, so now we can destroy this cannon. And now Knuckles can make progress. Okay, off we go. No, we get caught. So we flee this encounter. So later on in the game, it gets faster. Oh yeah, Vince. Hello, Vince. Yeah, it takes up so much time, especially if it's the wanted encounter. One thing I found about these Schizoids is that even their basic attack is armor piercing, which is why they do near enough the same damage, even if I get them to defend, just like that. Okay, nice, we put them both to sleep. So I just need to repower Knuckles. Get everyone to defend. So what I did there was that I used Knuckles' Quake Punch to get the stun. And as I've mentioned before, the Quake Punch causes a stun, which has a chance to mobilize the entire party. right over there was a scripted loss. So what happened is that the Gizzo's Tunes have a force field which makes it impossible for us to deal damage. What Sonic and team have to locate 4 Gizzoids in order to deactivate their force field. And last one is right here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, rematch. So I go straight to Shade, do double Kidney Rush. Shell, I'm going to take a chance to use Chaos Rift on one of them. And get him to defend. So what Chaos Rift does is that at max level, it's got 60% chance of instant KO. Just like that, works out. So that's beautiful how that works. Be absolutely beautiful. So now we meet it with Skiller. So right now we've got to reach Shadow Sonic's team. The Gizzo over here. I go inside to Chab's lair. Leave. And his plan, because his attacks are water based, guess what? The entire area with water. And now Sonic's team are in trouble. So right now, I'm running all the way to a chest. And very paramount to avoid all these enemies. Because here's a trapped encounter, which means we can't flee from them. If you run out of air, then your health just decreases. So this is another scripted loss, because right now that we're underwater, we can't use any power moves. So Span move is the most damaging attack, because you can do about 165 damage with one hit. So Child's using the Span again. Unfortunately, it's as good as defense as we, as the other characters. So now he's about to get taken out. You will be missed, Tails. So this is actually the first knock-on. So right now, for safety, I'm going to give Amy a health leaf, and get everyone to defend. And not just for Charib, but for X later on, when facing the finals. So in those 3 rounds, we just need to defend well, keep everyone healthy. So we've got to hope for more than 100 damage. 120 damage, so that way Kingdom Rush takes my one hit. And this, we have a nice auto win. Great. So right, we beat Skiller. Now I can go over here to deactivate the Dorsal for Sonic. So now we fight Chao for real. Oh, just forceful Chao about it here. Nice. So right now with Knuckles, I run right into the switch to deactivate the water, and this allows when I exit out of here, I can go straight to the final section instantly. I don't know. I've been hurting the whole time. Okay, now we can get out of here. Now just gotta get through this door before that guy catches us, and we get in. Yes. And this is right down here. And Knuckles is talking to him. So X always ambushes us. Right. Right, uppercut. Okay, good. Yeah, good one, Vince. Right, so that was expected. I forgot to repower the team. Frankly, it's not nearly as much. Right, don't get wrong this time. Good. So that can be an instant KO if you get hit by the Doom Orb and get any of the inputs wrong. Okay, let's go. Okay, right now we need to fast forward twice. Finesse Kick, Shades of Blade Rush, and then use Refresher Whip. And the big Battering Ram. Fast forward again. Digital Sunset Axe Kick. Okay, nice. Now we just got the Supersonic fight after this. Okay, so we got the Master Emerald back. It's not a good wow. So time doesn't end on this fight, unfortunately. Yep, you said it, Brutal Boy. So the time will end when the end comes up on the final cutscene. So Super QT is over. So after this skippable cutscene plays, we find out that Eggman has just taken over the place. Yeah, we literally fried Eggman. So we almost made the estimate. Got into little too many encounters along the way. So this cutscene is completely unskippable. And time comes now. So that was NG+. So yeah. So that was NG. So yeah, that was NG+. Thank you for watching the run. I hope you enjoyed seeing Sonic and the team just like wreck everything in their path. Got into a little too many encounters along the way, but yeah, it was still pretty fast. Yeah, Andrew Matt, the game does restart in like 20 seconds. Because that's how the game is. I've not played a game like this before that it just restarts and you can just do multiple loops of the game at the same time, but apparently you can. And it's the first game at that I do this. So yeah, my channel on Twitch is SB55. My channel is SpeedBaker55. I do runs on Chronicles and the Sonic Colors DS series. So I do those as well, as Chronicles. So once again, thank you. And yeah, there are a couple of new things to try out, even like anywhere. And I highly recommend anyone to play it. Boy, booyah boy. But yeah, I do like to stick to the Sonic DS series, because I particularly enjoy the platforming games and And now this, which I didn't speedrun the first time I played this, but here we are. So that's going to be all from me. Thank you for having me on, and I hope you enjoyed it. And good luck to Vince, who's going to be next off. So take care and enjoy the rest of the stream.